I can't do that yet. Growth mindset. It's written by Esther Cordova and illustrated by Mama Adupri. Can't do that yet. It's bedtime, Ina. Ina loves all kinds of time. Free time, playtime, cookie time, and even brushing teeth time. Bedtime is the time that Ina doesn't like. But everybody knows that before bedtime comes story time. And Ina loves story time. Ina's dad asked her to read the first page. Like every evening, Ina responded, "I can't do that." Halfway through the story, Baxter crawled into bed. Her dad pretended that he didn't notice. Ina couldn't remember the end of the story. She must have fallen asleep. But suddenly, she wasn't in her bed anymore. She looked around and saw a woman. The woman was tall with long brown hair and glasses. Ina had the feeling she knew her. Somehow they must have met before. "Finally, you are here. I was waiting for you all day long," said the woman. "Let me show what we have done." The woman smiled and took Ina by the hand. "Look, Ina, this is our office. We usually arrive here at around 9 in the morning. The team we work with is awesome. We hired a bunch of very creative and smart people. Everybody works together and we lead the technical department." Ina could tell that the woman was excited, but she had no idea what she was talking about. She didn't want to interrupt her, but she didn't understand why the woman kept saying "we." Ina had never been here before, and why did the woman look so familiar? Yesterday was a crazy day. The servers went down and everybody was worried. At first, we couldn't find the problem in the code. Our web page wasn't showing anything. But fortunately, we were able to fix it in just 20 minutes. Ina was confused. She didn't know what servers were or why they were important. But she was glad that the woman was able to fix the problem. Then the woman took Ina to a desk. There, she turned on her computer and started writing something on a green-black background. "Ina, I'm going to take a break. Can you finish the rest of the work?" "I can't do that." "Really?" The woman started laughing, and Ina thought that that was mean. But her laugh was so contagious that she eventually had to laugh too. Suddenly, the woman got up and went to the fridge. She put celery sticks and a jar of peanut butter on the counter. Slowly, the woman started to put a celery stick directly in the jar. Ina's mom always told Ina to use a fork instead of putting the celery directly into the jar. But the woman didn't seem to care. Ina still couldn't remember the woman's name, so she asked, "You were telling me all these things, but I don't even know your name." The woman looked Ina in the eyes and said, "I'm you, and you are me." That was not possible. How can one person also be another person? The woman stood up from her chair and whispered, "My name is Ina, and I'm a possible version of you in the future. The only thing different about you and me is time." Ina was confused. "That can't be true. I don't even know what you're talking about. Servers, codes. I can't do any of that." "You can't do that, Ina? You can't do that yet, because you haven't had the time that I've had. When you were 16, we started to learn computer programming. We made this little game and everything went from there. You really wanted this, and so you created me, just like you created this game. But I don't remember any of that. How could you? This is the future. If you want this, it could be your future." Ina couldn't believe what she had just heard. How could all of this be possible? She wasn't like this woman at all. But maybe she really could be like her. This future seemed exciting. Ina had so many thoughts at once that she wasn't able to say anything. The woman said that Ina could be her if she wanted. But what if she didn't want to be her? Ina didn't want to hurt her older self's feelings, so she didn't say anything. Ina's older self looked at her and said gently, "You don't need to say anything. I know exactly how you feel. I want you to meet a few people before you have to go. All of them care about you very much." With those words, she opened a door wide and Ina could see what was inside. The room was full of Inas. There were so many Inas that she didn't know which one to focus on first. Each one seemed different, but at the same time familiar. Nobody seemed to notice little Ina. She wished she was able to stay forever and to meet every single one of them. Just when she finally had the courage to step into the room of Ina's, the door closed. Suddenly, Ina's feet started to feel wet. She heard a voice far away. The voice told her that she had to go now. She then heard her older self telling her one last thing. We are always inside you, even when you don't see, feel, or know it." Ina felt Baxter licking her feet and suddenly realized she was back in her bed. She got up right away and told her dad, "I want to try to read the first page tonight. With a little time, I'll get it right. I just can't do it yet. I can't do that yet."